Jeff Moody. Thanks for joining me for our weekly video tip on talking about burnout. What I'd like to talk about today is, what's your story? I want to ask you a question. What's your story? What's your burnout story? Because I think it's important to know and consider, and this is what process we go through with our clients, is we need to know what your story is and how that is affecting you, but we also want you to know and be able to control that narrative for yourself, because I think it's very important when you talk about how you talk to yourself and the stories that you're telling yourself. Like if your story is I'm stuck and I'm burnt out and I can't help any of this, then that's exactly the kind of results you're going to get. If the story that we would like you to consider or to tell yourself and to tell others is that, yes, I was burned out. Yes, I had these issues. Yes, I recognize this. Yes, I took these steps to help. These worked. These didn't work. I kept doing the more of the things that worked, and we kept working on new ways to treat our burnout, and now I'm better. So that is a multi-step process to, again, get you out of the victim and the the martyr mode, and get you into the problem-solving mode. Because what do we really do all day? What do physicians do all day, every day? They take information, they assess it, and they help solve problems, medical problems for people. So let's take that same paradigm and use that to help solve your own problems. Okay, so I think it's extremely important that you are careful, that you recognize the story that you have about yourself, and B, you recognize how you're telling that story. C, you use the power of that story to move forward to an actionable future with a story that then you're telling others, and this is an active story versus a passive victim story. Again, I'm not blaming anyone. There are many facets of burnout that can be out of your control. At least initially, you can control your own personal responses, but then you may need to help. May need help or a change of environment to controlling sort of systemic or outside types of influence that help drive your burnout. So absolutely make sure you're telling yourself a good story, make sure you're telling yourself a right story and an actionable story, and then move forward with that story, and again, take the steps that you need to help get recovered. So Jeff Moody, MD, jeffmoodymd.com, jeffmoody.com. The Doctor is Burned Out, Physician's Guide to Recovery is my book. I'm kind of partial to it, and I think it is useful, has lots of actionable tips for you, and helps you with your story as I'm telling my story. And Burnout Recovery for You is an excellent course you can run through in about 6 weeks to help get your burnout recovery turbocharged. Remember always, burnout recovery is for you.